Hey YouTube, Roketree here, back with a Swordsoul combo tutorial for you guys. I figured I'd show off just a few combos from my deck profile, and the ones that I chose to pick out are Moye plus a worm, which is pretty basic. I'll show off the Tenyi line to go into Chaofeng for nib protection, so that's just, figured I'd just show it with the Tenyis and then a starter just to show what all it can do under the Nibiru with Nibiru protection. And then I'll just show off what happens if you draw one of each Swordsoul. See how good of a board you can make and how that goes. So without further ado, let's jump into it with our Moye plus Worm. So first, this is super simple combo, just normal Moye, reel your worm, summon your token, synchro summon into your Chi-Shao. Chi-Shao chainlink 1, Moye chainlink 2. Moye gets to draw a card, and Chi-Shao gets to search your blackout. And then you can just set your blackout, and then that's what you've got. So you've got, you end with the worm plus a random card drawn, and a Chi-Shao plus a blackout. You can use Chi-Shao to search a Longwan to make a level 10 if you want. I prefer to go for blackout just because then if you get like Dark Ruler or something, you don't just lose to the shutting down all your monsters. You've got a monster and a spell trap, so you've got a varied interaction. So that's just your basic Moye plus Worm combo, which, considering it's just a 1.5 card combo for a monster negate and pop 2 cards, is not awful by any standards. So that is Moye plus Worm. Let's get into the next one, which is our Tenyi combo. So this will just show off how to make your Chaofeng before committing to your actual engine, your main combos, so that you can be nib proof by then. So we'll start with special summoning Arashana. We will link summon that off into, okay, that's not supposed to be there, into Monk. Monk, because we've got a, nope, not yet. We special summon Aradhara first. I have almost done that in the tournament before, where you think to trigger Ashana before you summon your Aradhara, but you special your Aradhara, and you banish your Ashana from graveyard to special summon your Vashuda. Then you can synchro summon these two into your Baxia. Baxia effect can pop your Monk to bring back your Adhara. Then you can synchro these two off into Chaofeng. And then once you get your Chaofeng, then that's your nib protection. And then after that, you can just emergence. And because you don't have a worm in your hand right now, if you do, you would search Moye. But for this particular combo, I'm just going to search the Taya. And because we have not normal summoned, we can normal summon the Taya. Banish our probably Monk. That's the least likely to be used out of there. To summon our token. Let me just get this out of the way quick. Then we can synchro into our Chi-Shao. Chi-Shao, chainlink 1, Taya, chainlink 2. So Taya can send our Moye, and Chi-Shao can search our Sacred Summit. And then we can Sacred Summit, mess this up a little bit. Again, this is very much something you got to think about as you're going along. So before you do that, while you're here, you want to use your Adhara to grab back your Ashana, so that you have a worm in your hand for your Moye. That is definitely something that I forget about sometimes mid-combo, just to use our Adhara to get back our worm. Because usually you'll have another worm or Swordsoul card in your hand, so it doesn't matter that badly, but very good to get it back to your hand as soon as possible so you don't forget and stuff like this happens. So then after that is when you would make your Chi Shao 1-2 Moye Sacred Summit. Then you Sacred Summit, bring back your Moye. Moye, reveal the Ashana, summon token, token plus Moye into Draco Berserker, Moye effect, draw a card. So then, if you have just your Tenyi into Xiaofeng combo plus just a Emergence or a Taya, or Moye plus Worm, you get to a couple interruptions, plus a drawn card, plus a Shana for follow-up, and your Nip protection. Or if your opponent's on a light deck, you just win. But yeah, that is your Tenyi combo to get to your Xiaofeng before you start comboing. Very nice to know, especially if it's a format that Nibiru is especially played. This is super nice to have access to. I do have some combos that I've been labbing out with Taya sending different attribute Yangzings and then reborning them and kind of playing around with trying to make Xiaofeng for different attributes. Those lines are definitely kind of complicated and not the most practical, but if it's in a format where making Xiaofeng for a certain attribute just wins you the game, it's definitely nice. I've been trying to mess around with a Xiaofeng for fire, and it is really troubling me a lot, but if I figure out something for you guys, I'll show that off at some point, maybe in like a short or something. So that is that Tenyi combo. Now, let's get into our triple Swordsoul combo. This, I usually don't go too crazy hard in the extra deck, rather going for some extra draws into non-engine. So I usually would normal summon the Moye, summon a token, long one effect, pitch the Taya to summon long one and another token, and then to maximize your draws, you can long one token into evil long one. That will have long one trigger to burn for 12, and then if you synchro the Moye and the token into your Chi Shao, then you will Chi Shao 1, long 1 2, Moye 3. So you get to draw a card, draw another card, and then Chi Shao, search for your Sacred Summit. Then you can Sacred Summit, grab your Taya. Then Taya can just banish probably your long one, just to save the Sacred Summit for level modulation later if you need it. Token plus Taya, go into our Dragite, because we've got a water engrave, which I usually like to go Dragite over Draco Berserker, just because a negation is usually better than just the banish, but definitely kind of up to the the matchup. But that is that combo. I suppose you could Taya send maybe like a Shana for follow-up. But otherwise, yeah, 3 names gets you a Chixiao, an Evil Longwan, and a Dragite, which is technically 4 interruptions. This I would almost just call 1 interruption because the spell trap banish doesn't always do much. But 3 interruptions plus you used 3 cards and drew 2, so you'll end with 4 cards in hand. So at least 1 or 2 should probably be non-engine at that point. So that is just a pretty solid board for the 3 card, and any of those could be emergents, or say the Moye could be like the Ecclesia. So there are definitely a variety of ways of getting to that combo there. And yeah, that's the last of the 3 combos. This is definitely a deck that kind of has not so linear combos depending on the mixed bag of engine that you draw. Like if you draw Tenyis mixed in there, you can kind of do wonky stuff. I've debated trying to play with Denglong so that you can use your 4s and your Hara to go into Denglong and kind of do some fun stuff with that. I haven't quite figured a line out for that yet, but again, I might bring an update to you guys when I figure out a couple more interesting lines here. But for now, I think that's all I've got for you guys. Yeah, this is Rogue Tier, signing out.